This episode of Marijuana Today Daily is brought to you by our friends over at ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery, and now a national provider of hemp-derived CBD products over at their new platform at easewellness.com. Open up ease.com and check out their sweet, ever-changing daily deal, which today gives you 25% off select items from Absolute Extracts and Care by Design. You just need to use the discount code SOOTHE when purchasing those daily deal items from ease.com to get your 25% off. If you don't happen to live in California, your next best bet is to open up easewellness.com, where you have a wide array of professionally curated CBD products up for order, which show up in your mailbox just 4 to 6 business days after you hit submit. Find out just how easy Ease makes legal cannabis delivery over at ease.com and easewellness.com, with Ease spelled E-A-Z-E. Good morning, Marijuana Nation. It's Tuesday, February 5th, 2019, and you're tuned in to episode 659 of Marijuana Today Daily. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'll be walking you through today's marijuana news and headlines. As always, we have a full and busy day of cannabis news in our hands, so let's jump right into it. We start off today's news with a headline out of Florida, where a judge ruled late last week that a cap on the number of medical marijuana dispensaries that licensed operators could open up was unconstitutional. The cap of 25 dispensaries was imposed by state lawmakers after voters overwhelmingly passed a 2016 medical marijuana ballot measure. And in Friday's court decision, licensed operator Trulieve was victorious in seeking its removal. Trulieve currently has 24 dispensaries open in Florida, so it's looking right down the pike at being capped out by the 25-store limit. Second Circuit Court Judge Karen Gevers ruled on this one, writing in her decision that the 25-store cap artificially increases costs for Florida consumers while also reducing patient access to products. The state has not said yet whether it plans to appeal, so we'll keep an eye out. Tom Angel over at Marijuana Moments picked up on an important story out of Washington, D.C., where House Democrats are planning a hearing next week on legal marijuana banking, which regular listeners know is a very long-running storyline here on The Daily. In addition to the planned House committee hearings, Tom's reporting that Democratic lawmakers are also working on plans to introduce legislation in the coming months to resolve the main sticking points in legal cannabis business banking. That would free up banks, credit unions, and other financial institutions from any worry of a federal crackdown should they extend regular business banking services to legal cannabis operators. Our final top story today swings us down to Pennsylvania, where yesterday State Representative Jake Wheatley introduced a bill that would legalize adult use marijuana. HB 50 would set up a taxed and regulated sales system for legal adult use and would allocate tax revenue generated from the industry towards student loan debt relief for Pennsylvania students, as well as an affordable housing program and after-school care for kids. The bill faces a long passage to being signed into law, but Pennsylvania is in the throes of rolling out a robust and functional medical system, so who knows? Not a bad story to read if you're in the Keystone State. Those are our top stories for today. It's time for Marijuana Today Daily Headlines Blitz. Before we blitz it on headlines, let's quickly thank our sponsor, ease.com, California's top one-stop website for legal marijuana delivery and now a national provider of hemp-derived CBD products over at their new platform at easewellness.com. If you're the kind of person who likes getting exactly what you pay for, then you're going to love being a customer of Ease, which is super strict when it comes to following all the relevant legal cannabis rules and regulations. And Ease extends that laser-sharp focus on compliance to all of their partner dispensaries, so you know you're in for a great customer experience when you order through Ease. And now that easewellness.com is up and running, those of us who don't live in California can finally experience some of that easy magic for ourselves, with easewellness.com orders showing up in your mailbox just 4 to 6 business days after you order. Wherever you live, the chances are getting better by the day that Ease can be there for you when it comes to legal marijuana delivery. Swing over to ease.com and easewellness.com to browse and order. Thanks again to everyone at Ease for helping make our show possible. All right, time for the Blitz. We jump back down to Florida for this one, where regular listeners should remember that the state's newly elected governor, Ron DeSantis, gave state lawmakers until the middle of March to write a new law allowing medical cannabis patients to smoke marijuana. The Orlando Sentinel has a good story up about an effort to do that, but with a twist. Republican State Senator Jeff Brandeis recently filed a bill that would allow medical patients to smoke medical cannabis, but that bill has now been modified by the Senate Health Policy Committee with the addition of costly and burdensome requirements for patients who wish to smoke their medicine. Not a bad story to read in full. Boston City Councilor Kim Janey is proposing a new city ordinance that will give preferential treatment to local businesses and those owned by people from communities that have been most negatively impacted by the government's racist war on marijuana. City Councilor Janey's proposal was made public yesterday ahead of a city council meeting to be held tomorrow. If passed, the proposal would require companies wanting to open up Boston dispensaries to be owned in majority by people from 3 of 6 designated groups, which includes folks who have lived in Boston for the past 5 years, as well as people from communities with historic high arrest rates for cannabis. This is an important issue to get right no matter where you hail from, so I'd probably also read this one today. Deb Borchardt over Green Market Report picked up on a little bit of juicy corporate news as Namaste Technologies has fired its CEO Sean Dollinger amid accusations that he lied to investors about securing a listing on the Nasdaq. Deb's reporting that Namaste's board has said that they are evaluating plans that include selling off the company wholesale. A report from the jobs and wages site Glassdoor finds that the number of legal marijuana industry jobs is on the rise, with cannabis job openings on its site rising 76% last year. According to that same report, cannabis jobs also pay on average 11% more than the U.S. median salary of $52,863. Yesterday in Tennessee, 2 Republican state lawmakers introduced a comprehensive proposed bill to legalize medical cannabis. The 29-page bill would set up a taxed and regulated system to sell medical marijuana and would have a qualifying list of conditions, including opioid addiction, chronic pain, and PTSD. 10 News NBC has lots more detail on this, which I'd direct you over to for the full read. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo recently said that he thinks his state can still pull off the passage of an adult use legalization bill ahead of the April 1st deadline for finalizing the state budget. In an interview with WCNY Radio, Cuomo said, quote, "We'll work very hard to get it done. In this business, 6 weeks is a lot of time. If we can't do it right, then we'll do it later," unquote. And finally for today, we wrap up here in my hometown of Portland, Maine, where yesterday the city council was expected to vote on a proposed zoning rule that would allow marijuana businesses to sell non-medicated food products, opening up the possibility of cannabis businesses rolling out models like cafes or restaurants in addition to their marijuana products. But unfortunately, the city councilor behind the idea, Belinda Ray, was not able to attend last night's meeting, so the vote is being kicked until the council's next meeting on February 20th. Given that the Portland City Council also has a number of other marijuana business zoning issues to decide on, I'm sure we'll be back with this storyline later this month. Those are the headlines and news for the day. I'll be back with you again tomorrow morning with another information-packed episode of Marijuana Today Daily. But in the meantime, if you have any stories to share or feedback to give, zip us an email to headlines@mjtodaydaily.com. And while you're clicking around the interwebs, swing over to our Twitter account at mjtodaydaily and visit our website at mjtodaydaily.com to find links to all the news we cover. Thanks to our sponsor, Ease, and to all of our awesome patron listeners for the support that makes this show possible. To join the illustrious ranks of the patron listeners yourself, swing over to our website at mjtodaydaily.com and click on that big blue button at the top of the page that says Become a Patron. I'm your host, Shay Gunther. Thanks for tuning in and starting your day with marijuana today. Today.
One take, Shay. One take.